supply drops today. It'll be interesting. Yeah. Why don't I just put it back to muted? It's probably the best thing. um, okay, that works. Thanks for waking me up. I haven't woken up this morning, and it's not noon yet. I didn't say anything useful. Actually, what I'd said earlier is that by putting up those helmets inside that supply module, I wanted to get a location for the two helmets, um, if that's at all possible. So it does give some numbers here. Um, oh crap, what did I just do? I just lost. My computer does weird things. Alright, let's try this again here. So there's the vehicle supply drop. Okay, and then there's the path script supply module. Then we've got building block 3. There's a helmet there. It tells you building block resources. This is because my mod is not. Well, actually, all we wanted to do is just get a location here. And it's giving these numbers. But these numbers don't look like anything like, see, there's the two helmets. It could be. It could be these numbers, but no, those numbers are both the same. This one says 9 and 24. I don't know what all that is. Here's an example from the stock 3D printer. Okay, so we've got an index file, a position offset vector, and an angles offset vector. Dynamic objects. It just gives these offset vector numbers. There's two of them in quotes. And I'm seeing a lot more than that. I'm seeing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 numbers in quotes. We've got 0, 1, and minus 0 for that second number. Minus 0, 1, minus 0. Interesting. I have no idea. My mod is just a resource mod. Don't know what to tell you. I don't know. I don't know where the position numbers are on this thing. That's why I was wondering if I should put one in the middle. XOB build specs -1 120. Building block build specs. I wonder what that number is. I think I may go back in there and put one in the middle. I don't know. I have no idea. Well, if I look at this here, this is XYZ is what I'm thinking. Oh wait. Oh gosh. Number of slots. He told me he cleaned up a bunch of the machine code that Bohemia did not that I don't know. I have no idea. Position offset. Angle offset. It must be in relation to where the let me look at this let me look at this supply again. What was I looking at? Wait, wasn't it in his... Wasn't it in here? Scripted supply drop. Boy, oh boy. Path to the... This is where you just add that file. This, you add this file into the scenario for this scripted. So like if I was to go to the scenario file, which is this it? Here. This is the scenario file. So at some point in there I want to be able to add, so this is building block 3. There's a script, building block 5, so it looks like it goes from building block 3 to here, or it just adds this building block script is what it's doing. Let me go to here and let's just look at this video again. So it says vehicle. It's under the script supply module. Vehicle. Huh, he's calling it a vehicle. Oh, that's because he's adding the transport script in there. Well, what did he put in here? That's just to show where it spawns after you open up the... whatever that is. I guess it was a vehicle of some sort. It's on Take on Mars Discord. How's the mod on Discord? You have to talk to him and go and download it or something? On Discord? Because I'm not... I do have that. Wait, it says then go to the scenario file and add some lines. But that's not a... Okay, so if I went to... this is the scenario file. If I go back to... if I go back to the drop, I think that's the supplies. Where is it here? We could look at food, water, mark 1. And we can see this, that's an inventory item stored, but it's going to be a B block, so we have to do two things. Let's copy this. But where, so we would probably, there's the script supply module, there's the helmets. We'll put that one there. And then the other one, inventory items stored, we'll use a water pack. And we'll put this one here. And then, so now what we're going to do is what? Why is there only... that's the index number. We have to have a 0 and 2 sets of quotes. There's 2 sets. We have to have this. So I think we take this. Wait. Take this here. Copy. I'll put this over this. And then I think we can delete this. And then I think building block 3, building block 5. This is building block 0 because that's the index. Zero, 0, minus 44. That's the position offset. Helmet config. This is a script. Water pack. Oh, here's those numbers over here. This here is the actual item because I put it in manually. Now this is a script which adds the script, which is a different setup. So probably all of this does not need to be there. So the numbers we're looking for in these helmets are these numbers here, I think, and these numbers here. So there's a 9 and a 24. Now possibly that number between 9 and 24 could be what we're looking for. That third number that's in quotes. So what we could do, we could put, oh wait a minute now. Wait just a second. Something's not quite right. This looks backwards. This looks backwards. They've got 3 zeros and then they've got minus 4.4 over here. So what we're going to do is put a decimal in there. And then we've got to cut this and put it over here. And now here we're going to put in a number between 10 and 20. We'll have 15, I guess. So quotes 15. And so that might tell me that maybe in one supplied in the middle section I can get 20 water packs theoretically. So I'm going to save. Now the question is, this is in this scenario, so we're going to save this. We're going to save the scenario file. We'll go back to here in the game and we'll load the scenario file. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'll have to go over there and try to figure out how to look at it, I guess. Right now I'm just trying to get one food pack in that big container. Where's my scenario? Okay, so I have to go back. I did not initialize my man, which I have a tendency to forget about. Actually, when I load the scenario, I'm going to initialize him first, and then I will save him. Now let's see if we've got a food pack in there. In the middle of the can, we can only hope, right? If I can get in there just right. And it's just as I was thinking. There's no food pack here. Oh, wait. I think I know why. I think I know why. We're not seeing it in the editor. Now I just resaved that, didn't I? Let me go out of the editor. And let's see if that's rather interesting. So I'll have to exit out of this. Oh, wait just a minute. I didn't save this. I didn't save this I don't think. I've got to save this file. So that means I've got to go back to, crap. Steam. My other thing should be up there too, and it's not. Steam apps. Common, take on Mars. Oh God. I can't find it. I don't know where this is. Oh, these directories are pretty. Steam apps, common, take on Mars. I don't know where the heck this thing is. User data. I don't know where my user data file is. Steam. It's that numbered file. So I gotta go back up another directory, another directory, another directory. User data. All these numbers. Local. Add-ons. Scenarios. And save. Yes, I want to replace it. Now, let's go back to the game. And I want to go to the editor and see if that pack is in there. So the reason why I'm doing this is because I have to have a crap load of water in a drop, and maybe I can plan it somehow. Oh, what am I doing? But the water packs end up being, there's a recycler thing that gets rid of all of your stuff, so that's going to come in pretty handy, I think. That's a mod. So now let's see. Alright, so that guy's false again. Let's see if the water pack is in here. We can get in here. And there's no water pack. That's not good. However, let's go back to the let's try to run the scenario and see if it spawns. I can't because it's when I saved it, it changed the it changed his status. I wonder if I can edit that status in here. God. Okay, mobile space ground network. That's not it, I don't think. XOBs, no. I don't even see that information in here. Now that author thing looks screwed up. I wonder why that looks like that. Let's go back and try it again. I suppose the easiest thing to do is just put that stuff in a box, because I think, I don't know, I could stack boxes in there. I don't know yet. Start unit, missions, 1. Save scenario. Scenario is saved. Exit out of this. Go back to the scenario. Add-ons. Scenario. Open with text editor. And of course my file is gone. I kind of knew it would be. Alright, we gotta try to put it back in there again. Just bring this up, I guess. Well, let's do this all over again. Single player. No. God. Where do we have to go? I have to go to the Steam mod. No, the program. I don't know why this isn't opened up. Food wateries. Copy. Paste. And then I have to go to, I think it's, well, I could do the splinter supply drop. Like that. Copy. Paste, and then we're going to substitute this. Oops. Oh, I copied the wrong thing off the eateries. Copy. Now we grab the water pack. Copy that, put that over the printer, paste that. Why was the other one 4.4? That's where this box, oh, that's the helmet. Well, both of those numbers were the same. Except there's a 9 and a 24 on there. So here we're gonna put a decimal in here, and here we're gonna put 15. And get rid of this. Now I want to save this as B. Now let's load if it'll show up. It doesn't show up as a B. That's weird. But it's the second one. Okay, the man is okay. Let's see if we got a water pack in here. Nope, no water pack. But that doesn't mean it's not there. Because what we got to do is we got to open the scenario up. It may spawn. It may spawn. Crap. I don't know why it's ZZ1. I thought I saved it as a B. Maybe it's the same. Oh, I know why. Because it's the same name, except it's the same name inside the editor, but it's different on the file. Now, hopefully, so what we're going to do is we're going to peek in here somehow. I don't know how he did that. He was able to look inside this thing, but I can't do it. So let's see if it shows up here. We don't have a water pack. No water pack. I'm almost thinking that the water pack, it might be underneath this thing. Because I think the water packs fall through. That's the problem I had in last year when I was working on this. I think the water packs and the food packs fall right through it. So I'm going to go and take a look and see what's going on. Maybe I can move the can or something in the editor and see if it's sitting there. No, it's not there. I wonder if they said something about single player mode. I don't know. I do not know. It's almost like I can't put the water packs in there separately. Oh, I don't know what to do. Oh, the only other option was to try to add another crate with more inventory slots. In fact, I don't know. Oh. Wait, let me think about something here. Shoot. There's a way to do this, but it's just not happening. That script's not working for just to put that water pack in there. What about if I try to put in let's try something else here. Let me load this up again. All hope is not lost. I'll go back to no, let's just load that one again. So I'm gonna put in, let me see if I can get in there. See, you can actually, this thing actually locks onto the ground. I can't, it's really hard to zoom. Okay. it won't let me. No, I can't seem to get to the bottom of the can. This is always a problem with this, just moving these keys around. I can't do it with the mouse. It's not gonna let me do it. I don't know why it moves fast when after you place an object. I can't get in there now at all. It's just moving too fast for me. I can't get in there. Let me try something else. I just need to get into this can and I just can't do it. It won't let me. I'm so close here. I don't know if there's any way you can slow this down or not. Well, this is fruitless. Let's try something else. I can't get into that can no matter what I do. Wait, I can't do that either. I gotta do a new scenario. Why is that covering that up? Everything covers everything up here. It's ridiculous. Alright, back to the game. I still got to get to the triggering and making the supply drop when and where I want. Vehicle. Supply drop. Create. Now I wonder... See, now it's not moving quite so fast. It might be when you add that man that it goes like ballistic. Now I thought that I thought this thing would actually attach to the bottom, but it's not. It is attaching to the side of the wall though, which is kind of interesting. And then it bleeds out through the side over there. Let me try something. I want to see something here. Oh, you know what? It's bleeding out. Well, that's because it doesn't seem to bleed out on the sides, but on the edges. Let's see. Where's those helmets? Oh, that reaches all the way over, doesn't it? So I've got a helmet there, and then if I go to... Wait, that's the door. I don't want to put it on the door. So if I put a helmet here, let's say, a light helmet there, and then put the dark helmet, the heavy helmet over here somewhere. Now it's actually attached to the building. So now, just out of curiosity, if I, in the middle here, what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab some water packs. Because eventually that's our goal anyway. I saw the food, but I didn't see the water. Right there. Alright, so there's one there. And... actually, what I want to do is I want to delete that. There's one there. And then I'll put another one. It is attaching to the wall, so I'll put another one right there. So I've got two attached to the wall, which looks kind of funny. You cannot, like when you attach these things, they can't be facing each other. I mean, they can't be hitting each other or something. It's ridiculous. Because I don't want to, I mean, I could, the thing of it is, if you add this stuff in here and then make the thing drop, they won't show up. I don't think they'll show up. And in fact, even in the game, I think they fall through or something. Let me get rid of... okay. Select this one and delete it. And then what I'm going to do is, to prove that, I'm going to move this... well, actually, when I moved the can, the helmet stayed there too, didn't they? God. Always something. Alright, well, let's put the man in here. Start him up. Save the file. And... I think I can just go out. Alright, let's bring this back up, bring this back up, go to my scenario somewhere. user data scenario. Now we've got ZZ3. We'll open that up. And actually, before I move that, what I can do is take this and minimize it, and I won't have that problem. Alright, so this is ZZ3. Now we've got Wile E. Coyote as the character. The vehicle. We've got the 2 helmets and the 2 water packs. And it's like way stretched. We gotta way stretch this thing out. It's still bleeding over. That's as far as it'll go. Scripts, entities, water pack. Object space. Now that's because I put it in there. It's got the XOB file. There's another script. Why is there 2 of them? There's a water pack H, an inventory item, and a config. It's bringing up two scripts for the water pack, the inventory item and the other one. It's bringing up that script. It's bringing up the name. Okay, now we've got world inventory item. It's bringing up the name here. And there's still 3 zeros at the end. I have no idea what that means. I don't think that's of any consequence. I don't know. Maybe I only have to put in the 0 block with that number. There's no other numbers in there. There's no, even with the helmet, those other numbers are missing. That 9 and 24 number is missing. I don't know. I can't deal with these decimal numbers for location. That's just not gonna work. I mean, there's too many of them here. I have no idea which. You'd think that it's. Where's there's the helmets. My question is, if I look at the supply again, somewhere down here, there's machines. Oh, let's look at one of the machines. I think's got those resource cans in it. Okay, those are resource barrels, and it shows you these numbers here. Looks like they all end in minus 44. But these are all different numbers because these are the locations of these cans inside there. I have an idea. Let's try something. These two are pretty close. That's 51 and 64 on the Y position. Actually, even better. Scripts, entities, configs, building blocks, machines, resource barrel. So if I copy this and I think this is the one I just loaded. That says world inventory item, not building block. That's odd. World inventory item 7. Oh, I'm not going to go be changing all them numbers. Huh. I gotta see something else again now. I gotta look up the other scenario. Let's see, number 2. This one here. That just says block, but it didn't. That does not have. Where's the helmets? There's the helmets. Those are building blocks. Why did it call it a world inventory the second time I put that in there? That's really strange. Alright, so let's make it 1 and 2 just to make sure that the numbers are, the index numbers have to be different. Wait, I thought it had to be 0. That's supposed to be a 0, I thought. Let's try that and see what happens. Probably something's gonna explode. I don't know. I'll just save that. And then, let's see if we load it here. The third one should show up here. Well, I don't know if... No, I probably won't be able to get in there now. Oh, maybe I can. There's no resource barrels. Let's go out. Maybe it didn't see the game save or something. I may have to end up putting boxes in there. I don't know, using a pre-configured file because none of this seems to be working. And I cannot manually put them in there because I want to make a supply drop, not something that just sits there. And yeah, it's not there. Alright, well, let's try something else. Let's try, why didn't the barrel show up? What if I change this to a 1 and a 2? I wonder if that would make any difference. No, it just, I cannot go in and put in, oh, this is not gonna, if I if I could create a box with the food already in it, then I would load, instead of loading. I need to make another crate, and I can't do it because the game won't let me do it. It crashes. I need to make a crate with more inventory slots, and it just will not. I don't think it'll let me do it. Let's try this and see if that makes any difference. No, there's no... What was I putting in there? Yeah, that's... What did I just do? I don't even remember what I just did. Oh yeah, resource barrels. Okay. Okay. We're kind of back to square one here. I gotta look at the available supplies for them drops. I gotta see what's in here. This has resource barrels. There are different block numbers. Why can't I just put them in there and have them show up in my scenario? Why isn't this working? There's a dynamic object. Scenario. Wait just a minute. No. These should show up. If I just grab this whole list here, they're not showing up here. Copy. Paste. B block numbers, and these are world inventory items. I don't want that. Why doesn't this show up? This is a scenario. This is where I want to be. Now I've saved that. Boxes don't show up. Nothing shows up when I put the script file in there. Why? Wait a minute, let's try this scenario. Now that's the same exact items in that other supply drop. And the scripted files are not showing up. Well, you know what? Let's see. The good thing is that the water packets did not fall through. So I may have to end up putting those water packets on the side of the wall. I think that's what I have to do. If I do that, that's ending up like I gotta put up like a crap load, unless see, that's a scenario, isn't it? This is just not okay. Maybe let's see if we can get this thing to drop now. That was the other part of the deal here. This does not even work. Adding this script did not work. I'm wondering if I'm missing something. Wait just a minute. Now there was something in the this is the supply drop, that's the config, and all generate string. I think this is where you have to put this in here in order for it to drop out of the sky. This is the vehicle, and it's giving a name that says generate string 3D drop. So if I go back to here, the drop is the supply module _1. There's a supply drop, and then it tells you which one that you want to use. So in order for this to drop, I'm going to take this out. We have to put down vehicle, humility, generate string, and then there's a 0, and he shows in the movie about something else here, so I don't know where the 0 goes. Probably doesn't matter exactly where. Then we can use the script, which I just it's this config file here, I think. So we copy that. I believe that's correct. That's a supply module 1. Now wait just a minute. No, it's not. Because that would just drop an empty supply module, wouldn't it? It's dropping 3D printer drop is what it's doing. And if I replace this stuff in the 3D printer drop, then it will drop what I want. What if I go back to, see, now I have to go back to my mod. and my mod is here. So that would be scripts, oops, entities, configs, supplies. And what I'll do is I'm going to open up 3D printer drop, and instead of putting the printer in there, what we'll do is it's not what I want. I can't put this stuff in there because it won't. If you do the drop, this stuff will not show up because I put them in there manually. This is what the problem is. Oh my god. So let's go to food waters here. I don't know what else to do, but maybe put a box, put the box in. Let's just put a box in there. Wait, let's see here. We'll put in number 1. Actually, let's put in 0. That has to be. See, now I'm altering a file that has a printer in it, which I probably wouldn't use anyway. But I don't know about creating another supplies. This is in my mod. Okay, so I go here, and then we're going to take this out here. That's the inventory items. And that was in 0, index 0. So index 0 is this guy here. Actually, where's the food? There's edible vitamins, edible, drinkable. There's beefsteak is actually, you know, we could, just for kicks, I guess we could throw that in there too. Because that's my only problem, is the food and the water. So let's put that in there. And then we can go back in and grab both of these blocks, 0 and 1. We'll put that in there. That's the configs. I believe that's all I need. There's not only no resources, so I can get rid of this. And we're going to save this. Now it's in the 3D printer drop in my mod. Then we go back to this file, and we will change this to 3D printer drop. What's the name of that file again? 3D printer drop. 3D printer drop. And what I'm hoping to do is to be able, maybe I can create another config file, but right now I'm just going to use this one. And that needs to be a lowercase p. 3D printer drop .config. And then we're going to take out this stuff here so we don't create any conflict. Now there's actually a drop there. 3D printer drop. It's not in the scenario. Now the items are going to move. The items that I'm trying to put in are not in the scenario. Maybe they're not supposed to be in the scenario. That's why it's not working. It takes me a while to figure out this stuff. So we've got the drop. Alright, we're going to save that. And I'll put this down. Actually, I can exit this because I don't want to get confused. I'll exit this. And that I'll keep up. I'll go back to here. Now, I should be able to just go into the scenario. Oh! I don't know where it's going to drop. It might drop on my head. That's probably where it needs to go. Well, I don't know why it's there unless that's another one. Let me just go over here real quick and see if there's boxes in here. Yeah, there's nothing in there. Oh, that's actually... That's actually the can. That script is still not working. Oh, that didn't work either. This is the stuff that I copied. Oh, wait a minute. What is this? Exit. So all I did is I have the 3D printer is not in there. I can get this stuff back anytime I want. It's the same. This is the 3D printer drop. Okay, so that's there. And then we go to the scenario. Just like it was in the demo. And we added this file. Oh, wait just a second now. Okay, so it says scripts, entities, configs, vehicles, supply module. That's not where it's located. That's not where it's located. Let me look at, something's not right. Why did I use that location? I wonder if it's because I don't know. Scripts, entities. Oh, I know why. Because he had something else in there. It's supposed to be scripts, entities. Wait a minute. That's the supply drop. Oh, it's up here. Scripts, entities, configs, vehicles. Let me look at that video again. Scripts, entities, configs, vehicles, supply module here. But here it's scripts, entities, configs, supplies. Okay, so that has to be supplies. Now we're getting somewhere. Now we're getting somewhere. Scripts, entities, configs, supplies. Now that takes care of that. So we have this. I don't know why all that resources stuff is there, but that's okay. File, save as, save, yes. Alright, let's try it again. We'll go right into the scenario and see if that thing comes out of the sky. I want to see it drop out of the sky. It may not. It may just appear next to where I'm standing. It doesn't make any... It's because there should be another can that drops out of the sky. But I don't know where. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't figured that out yet. Ah, we got a 3D printer. That's not supposed to be there. I know why, because my mod's not in. My mod is not loaded. But here's the trick though. Here's the trick. Alright, so let's go back to that scenario. Editor. And let's see, Gale Crater. I know what's going on. I got this figured out. We're gonna get this figured out at some point in life. So let's load this. And what we're gonna do, we're gonna have to delete this. And I don't see no helmets or anything in there. Make sure this guy's awake. Alright, and then we'll save this. Wait just a minute. Wait just a minute. Let me see something. Let me go back into my directory. Scenario. Where are you? Uh-oh. Where was I? That was in Steam mod program. Okay, that one's okay. I need to just go up here. Scenario. Open a text editor, and the generate string is there. That's fine. And now let me go back to here. Well, this is a scenario which... Okay, so let me save this. Now, I don't know where this thing... If it drops, I don't know where it's going to drop. I didn't get that far yet. Let me just open this up again. Make sure that everything is still there. Something happened. Something happened. I lost everything. Damn. lost that. I lost that file. Maybe it just shows up. It doesn't come up. It doesn't come out of the sky for some reason. I need to put that can back in there. Damn. Let me load this one up here. Vehicle. Courage. Get rid of that. I gotta type this all back in again. Vehicle. Generate string 0 and the config file. Paste, and then this is going to be supplies / 3D printer drop 3D printer drop, and we get this out. Now this is a scenario, so we save this. Now I've got to load up my mod. Because I made the change on my mod so that, I mean, it affects the 3D printer drop in the game, but like if I was playing multiplayer, it would only affect me. I may have to put a part 1 and 2 on this thing. Wait, I saved that as the second one, didn't I? So that would be this one right here. Can't believe these streams are taking so long. So it's like right there. That's the can. And it didn't work. It did not. Oh, it did not work. I know I saved the right one. It didn't work. Generate string, scripts, entities, configs, supplies, 3D printer drop.cfg, supply module. There's the helmet. That's not supposed to be in there. That's just supposed to be whatever this script is. And it didn't load it. Wow, this is just getting more. It seems like I'm going downhill here. You would think if I add the script to the scenario that it should show up in the editor. That's one thing. It's not showing up in the scenario. Maybe because it's not showing up in the editor. And there's just 2 helmets in there. And I think it's because it doesn't show up in the editor. Or it doesn't work in single player. Let's do this. Let's load the scenario again. And what we'll do is wait, what if there's actually supply drop landing zone. Now that may be the supply drop I'm looking for, not this one. Let's put another man in here. I don't know why it's not showing up as multiplayer, which is actually kind of strange. Let's save this. Oh, wait. Let's save this. Now that could be the one I'm looking for, because I have to create the drop, and that's the drop that happens. Why that first one was selected, I don't know. It happens at the beginning of the game. I forgot about that part of it, having to put that supply drop location in there. Now, if we're lucky, something should fall out of the sky. But I don't think it's happening. I don't know when it happens. I really don't. I have no idea. It might happen like later on in the game or something, you know? I don't know. I don't know about this game. I don't know anything about it. I don't see it coming down. God. Why doesn't the supply drop come down? Load. Co-op spawn point. It's just a spawn point. It doesn't. I can't do anything with it. God, I wonder if I have to try to make this multiplayer or something. make it multiplayer. I don't know how. What do I do? Just make another astronaut, maybe? Supports multiplayer. How did I get that multiplayer to work? Jesus. There's multiplayer. You gotta download that thing. Now this other supply drop, that's just a standard supply drop, I think. Alright, there's multiplayer and single player and two things coming down. It should be the ship and the other. But how do I know? How do I get the... It's not working right. It's not working right. You wait just a minute. Let me look at that scenario file now again. Text editor. Let's see what we got in here. Inventory, micro, Brian, courage, vehicle, courage. It took it out. Oh my god, it freaking took that damn statement out again. I don't even see the other drops. It took out that generate string. This is courage. This is the drop that's already there. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, but if I change... No, something's not right. I don't... There's something wrong with this tutorial. This isn't working. This is not working for me. Let me look at, let's see what this video is. See, here's where it shows where he's adding the vehicle. Oh, that's the guy's name. Generate string. Oh God, that's, it's different now. Transport config. Why did... Why did he use his name? Oh, he's showing... Yeah, I know this. I've seen this video already. What did I do? Why did he show his name there and here he didn't? What the fuck? This is the scenario. This is the new setup here. I don't know. I really do not. Let me go. I have to go back to this. Look, this thing is acting up again. I don't know why I have this issue with this browser. that's his. Come on. This is the scenario file. He's got vehicle, but that's his name. That's in the scenario file. That is in, I know that's in the scenario file, but it's using his name. So, is it after dead time, all this other stuff here? I can't even see this. Script, mobile, space, ground, whatever all that other stuff is. Alright, well, let's try it again. Let's take it. Let's take... okay. So, this is character. Wait a minute, he's got vehicle in his name. What the hell? No, that's not right. I don't know why his name is on the name of the supply drop. What the hell? This is the name of the supply drop. And that's his name, his character name. This is the most confusing thing I've ever read in my life here. This is vehicle, supply drop name. It's the same thing that's got his name in it. What is the difference here? This does not work for man single player. I know. Where's the following line? Scripts, annotators. Yeah, I know, I see that. What does that mean? Blah, blah, blah. Now, why would you use that? Not the first person. Your supply pod empty. Put it wherever you like. Save. And change a value in the scenario file. This is not working. You have to use a predefined configuration file. I don't know. I don't think this is working. Oh, because the predefined supply drop. Yeah, but that's not included. I thought there was another video. There was another video here. Scripted supply drop. Void event script for supply drops. Spawn vehicle configuration path, etc., etc. It needs the file path, blah blah blah. That's all there is to it. No, it's not all there is to it. This is confusing as hell. I don't know what this minus... This number here could be a general location for any map. Supply drop. 3D printer drop. What if... Let's see... Void execute script vehicle handler. Is that the same? It is. So... Supply drop storage. Maybe I need this. Spawn vehicle. Spawn vehicle. Which is there. Is this the same thing or what? What's the difference here? Alright, what if I grab this? This is character. Building block script element. Oh, it would look like that now, wouldn't it? God. Well, I guess that doesn't matter. So we've got vehicles, supply module 1, and the entities config supplies 3D drop printer, and there's a landing zone. I don't need that supply drop storage. How the hell am I going to get that out of there? I can't see this. Wait. This is just so confusing. We'll get there. All I want is this. Well, you know, actually, as a matter of fact, I do want the normal supply drop anyway. So let's just leave that in there. That should actually work. So, file, save, file, exit, and we'll drop this again and just drop all this other stuff here. Exit. No. The mod's still in there. That should still work as far as the scenario goes. Number 2. So this thing's gonna drop somewhere on the map. I have no idea where. Maybe. Maybe not. I don't know, none of this stuff works. None of these configuration file settings that's been put in there seems to be working at all. And I don't know this location. I don't know where this guy is. Let's see. There's nothing there on the map. There's nothing that I can see that's dropping anywhere. And if I go back to the editor, nothing's probably going to show up. I may have to call it quits, grab a lunch. I can't even get a regular supply drop to work, and it's set up in multiplayer. The script does not load up in the editor. That's the scenario. I wonder if my mod has to be back out. Wow. Well, there should be. I can't even get a drop to work. Let me see something. Shit. I can't get the drops to work. I'm wondering if the drops only work if I'm in a multiplayer game and I'm sitting in that scenario as a single player. Create a game. Password. Session name. Oops. Yeah, that author name's messed up too. Cooperative game mode scenario. Okay. I could do a local area. What? I have to upload the mod to the workshop in order to play the multiplayer. Even on a local area net. Let's go back and take that mod out. I can still test the mod drops and do a, yeah, I can still do what I'm doing without having my mod activated. Local area. Oh, now my scenario is not even showing up. It's supposed to be single player and multiplayer, and it doesn't show up. No. This is not happening. What the fuck is going on with this? I feel like everything's going downhill here. Like it's going from bad to worse. There's the freaking multiplayer. I'm gonna have to create a new one. I don't know what's going on now. I'm just really getting totally confused. This should not be this difficult. Isn't. Maybe there has to be 2 of those landing zones for the multiplayer to work at all. Oh my god. We'll get this sorted out someday. I just want this one out of the way. So I can't run a multiplayer. You wait just a minute now. Let me just see if I can get this damn thing to work first. Where's my man? Alright, I've created that. Single player, multiplayer. I got 2 sets of drops. Which I don't want in my mission. That's not what I want. Multiplayer. Create. God, what the hell? Test. Max players 1. I thought I took that out. What does it say? Alright, I know how to solve this stupid problem. Jesus. This is ridiculous. You can't have any add-ons in here. Where the hell? I gotta remove... Oh my god. Where... Alright, I've gotta remove all of this. I've never done this before, so that's why it's taken unbelievably long. Config list. Config list. Building blocks. I just want to make sure my other stuff is sitting here. Add-on packs. I gotta remove all of those. Now I gotta go into the add-ons probably and remove all of those. I wonder if I gotta remove the add-ons. Let's find out if I have to remove them. Jesus, I'm never gonna get this right. Why is that X'd? What the fuck is going on with this add-on? Oh my god, I have no idea. Let me think a minute. I have to... Wait, I can... Oh my god. I can't even play a multiplayer because when I restart the game, it's going to download all the add-ons and the... It's going to re-download all the add-ons and the packs. What the hell is going on with this multiplayer? Oh my god, I gotta think. Something's just not right. This is not right. This cannot be right. I gotta move this stuff back. There's gotta be another way around this. This is not making any sense at all. It said that my resource mod was loaded. So all I do is click X on and X back off again, and it's not supposed to be loaded. But why it said it was loaded in multiplayer, I have no idea, unless if I have to totally restart the game again. Now my scenario's not there. What the fuck? I just created that multiplayer scenario and it's not there now. Are you fucking kidding me? I don't know what's going on. Let me do it again. Process of elimination. Something's got to give somewhere. And my scenario is not even showing up. Oh, wait a minute. This isn't... That isn't it. It's not even showing up in the game. I don't know, I deleted the scenario. I didn't move the scenarios. I don't know, I deleted it. You tell me. There's always a level of frustration and just have to do it again. Alright, both of that's selected. Oh, you know what? I created it. Maybe I didn't save it. I don't know. Maybe I didn't save it when I left. Well, I've never tried this multiplayer, so... I thought I saved it before. It's not showing up. The multiplayer scenario I just created is not showing up. I wonder if it's because... I don't know. Maybe I wonder if it's because there's got to be 2 men in there. I don't even know what the MOV is. I need to go for a run this afternoon. Alright. Where's my man? Let's make another one. 2 supply drops, 2 guys in there. I don't know what the hell is going on. I have no clue. It's not showing up now. What the fuck is going on? That was there before and it's not there now. Oh! This makes no sense. I don't know how to do this. They're showing up in cooperative. Oh, that's because the drops were cooperative. God, jeez. The drops were cooperative. Okay. Number 5. Now let's see if it works. The mod's not showing up. And it works. Okay. Fine. All I want to see is a drop. And I think I might take the day off. Oh my god. Wait, I had to restart. The game restarted. Why did it restart? Oh my god. You gotta be kidding me now. Let's try something different. Let's try not local area net. The game's restarting. It's not creating the server. It's possibly that I need to have ports opened up or something, and I haven't gotten into that. I don't know. Let's try something else. Cooperative 5. Next. No, I don't know. It's restarting. I can't even start a multiplayer game. Let's try a crater that's not from my scenario and see if that works. Put a bunch of stuff in there. I can't even start a multiplayer game. Let me try it with 2 people. I don't know. I was able to start a multiplayer game before. Or you can add the mods in the multiplayer. I don't know, it keeps restarting. I wonder if it's in my firewall. I want to try that. So if I go to control panel, firewall, allow program. I don't think Take on Mars is in this list. Yeah, it's like all over the place. Okay. That's not working. So I may have to look into that. See here. Cannot create multiplayer. How do I join? Error. See launch. I can no longer play multiplayer server I created because it seems going in a certain direction. Unfortunately, blah blah blah. What? Turning down texture detail. I find that hard to believe. I don't know. Well, there is an alternative. Let's try this scenario. And see if anything drops in this scenario. It says single player and multiplayer. There's that other dude. The other dude. I don't know, maybe it takes forever for these supply drops to happen. I have no idea. Maybe I should let it sit there and go make a sandwich and drop the stream. Human. Use grab. Health. cycle, toggle, inventory, cycle characters. Oh, you can cycle characters. That's a tab. I don't know. I don't know. Can't get into multiplayer. Can't get the drops to work. Not good. We'll try the video down to the lowest view there. And see if that gets me into multiplayer, which I doubt it will. Actually, I didn't. Oops. No, it's still crashing. I don't know. I'm gonna figure some stuff out later, I guess. Call it quits.